Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Piofiore, and we're in Yang's route. Exciting. And we were following the twinsies, who were gonna have us go meet Lee for some strange, nefarious reasons. I mean, okay, they have ulterior motives, not necessarily nefarious reasons, but I don't know what the deal is, and now we gonna find out, so. I had finally given up and followed them as if we were making our usual rounds. So, what kind of person is this Lee that we're going to visit?
Well, I guess he's the next one after Yang. In the Lao Shu, that is.
So he's the underboss of the Lao Shu?
It's hard to say. There isn't really an order of jobs in the Lao Shu. The men follow the people they want to follow, and everyone in our base complains here and there, but they all respect Yang. How he's intimidating, powerful, smart, and all that.
And hot. I guess they don't think that, but you know, hey! I mean, it's just the truth, though. I didn't really see it, but I suppose Yang had a quality to him that attracted people. Yeah, he just takes off his shirt all the time, and you're like, hi, what? It's distracting, that's what it is. The Mafia charisma, perhaps.
The Lao Shu has a few buildings in Valeno. Lee's in one of them. It's not far from the center, so we're gonna buy the buns on our way there. Hey! So what kind do you want?
What kind? No matter which ones we pick, we can't eat them, can we?
I didn't think of that.
Lon, you're really bummed, aren't you? As we chatted, we passed through bustling streets. The building that Lee was in looked quite similar to the base where Yang resided. Wait, can we just walk in?
It'll be fine. We always do. And no one's at the door, so we have no choice.
I felt very uncomfortable and nervously followed them as I observed my surroundings. I hear a woman's voice? I turned my head in that direction and saw one of the doors slightly ajar. This voice! I burst into the room. Is it Elena? Uh-huh. Is she enjoying herself here? Because she's la 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 doo doo doo. Elena! La la. Oh, Space? It's been a long time. Elena seemed to be in a daze and her eyes didn't seem focused. Oh my god, they drugged her. Didn't they? I didn't realize that her eyes look crazy. Elena, are you okay? What are you doing here? Elena, we have to get you back to the church. No! I reached out for her, but she threw my hand off. Well, I wasn't expecting this. It's true, I did kind of forget. What the fuck happened to Elena? I was like, listen, if this bitch is gonna follow us around and, like, fucking cock-block me, I'm gonna be a little bothered. But then I forgot about her. I want Elena to be safe. Like, Elena, just go back to the church and be fine. You know, kind of like in Nicola's route, we got attacked, and it was like, seriously, is he gonna, and then she's gonna, girl, don't be messing with my man, and then it's like, she's at the hospital, we're watching her, awesome, so she's gonna be fine, but she's off, away from my man, okay, is all I'm saying. Look, I don't trust no bitches, okay? I also just don't want our story with our boyfriends all about Elena. Like, that's great, we have a nice friend, but like, girl, I'm gonna need you to back off. We don't have time for, like, you cock-blocking me, is all I'm saying, okay? Elena, what's the matter?
I'm staying here. I don't want to leave his side. He told me that I belonged here.
Oh, God. Oh, it's Lee, isn't it?
He takes good care of me. I found out what true happiness is here.
He's probably the one selling the drugs, too. Now that I think about it.
Wait, I know. Have you taken our drugs?
Faye and Lon came out from behind me and peered into Elena's face.
Yeah, typical reaction. She may have done too much. I know! She's gonna break at this rate! Or she may already be broken.
Hey, what's going on? They seemed to know what was going on, but just when I began to ask them, could you not enter my room without permission? It's definitely, yeah, okay. A man entered the room.
You've come home, Lee!
Oh, he actually has a last name. Interesting. I don't know how to pronounce it, so we ain't calling him that ever. Elena moved coquettishly toward him. I've never seen Elena like this, because she's fucking drugged. You're lucky Yang didn't drug you to get what he wanted out of you. We should count our lucky stars. Hurry and give it to me. I've been waiting all day. Please, I'll do anything, like usual. Oh, God. Can you not see? I guess you wouldn't know. I currently have guests visiting. Sit still until I'm done with them. Sit still? Then I could sing? Stop. It'll be an annoyance while we talk. Well, I guess you can lick my shoes. Oh my God, he's almost worse than Yang. How is that possible? Like, whoa, you're like worse. We're not drugged. And look, okay, he forced us to kiss him and he's acting a little weird. But like, he hasn't made us lick his boots and we're not high on anything. All I'm saying, Yang's a better person than Lee. I can't, that's kind of fucking unbelievable. Okay. Wait! Elena did as the man commanded and bent down toward Lee's feet. I was about to scream at him, but Lon swiftly closed my mouth.
And today we've come by to drop off some buns to eat, but if you do too much without reporting to Yang, he's gonna start getting mad. Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen with him.
You could say that again. That fucking smile that he had when we were fucking waterboarding him.
He's like, torture me all you want.
It's kind of funny. But it was Yang who said it's annoying when I report every little thing to him and told me to just do as I please. Lee sighed and Elena was still at his feet. As a member of the organization, just acting for the success of the Lao Shu. Bullshit. Bullshit. Sorry, choking on bullshit. Of course, I get his approval first before high-risk deals, and he accompanies me. Isn't that good enough? What's the problem? I don't know if there's a problem or not, but I'll let Yang know. Do so. So who's that woman? Is she a new one?
Isn't she cute? She's Yang's favorite. We came to show her off.
Which is just so fucking weird that they're... I don't know what they have to have some motives for this, aside from like, let's go show you to Lee. Why? Or you like, because Lee will try to take you and then Yang will kill him. It'll be fun. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Like, what?
Oh, but even if it's you, Lee, you're not allowed to touch her.
Okay, see, all right. Yang's woman, huh? Lee stared at me, intrigued. Well, we're done with what we came here for. We're leaving. I escaped from Lan's grasp and tried to call out to Elena, but... Come on now, let's go. We'll be late for Yum Cha. This time Faye covered my mouth. The two pushed my back as they drove me outside. Or maybe they wanted us to see Elena there. Did they know she was there? Hey, forget the shoe. Get away! Huh? Elena, do as you always do. You want a treat, right? Yes, I want it, Lee! Oh, God. What? What is she doing for a treat? I don't know. Please, we need to go back. Elena's there. She's my friend. My voice is busted. What are you talking about? Are you dumb? You need to know your place.
You're Yang's woman. When you're at his base, you can get away with things.
And besides, a mistress can never step into Mafia's business, and that's common sense. Oh. Especially Lee. He's dangerous. He is ambitious and not completely on Yang's side.
So he wouldn't go easy even on Yang's woman. That was a close one back there.
Then why did you want to show me off and make me a target? Do you hate me? I thought you were nice kids. Backhands them both. What is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I miss being able to scream that. I'm sorry for stepping out of line, and thank you for stopping me.
If you learned your lesson, that's good. Faye and I weren't mad at you.
Yeah, and if Lee seriously tried to kill you, then we could have killed Lee. We're your guards, after all. I feel like you just want him to try to kill me so you can kill him. Are you using me as bait? I don't... They were both scary and reliable. That girl back there, she was my friend. We lived in the church together. Elena had no connections with the Lao Shu or any mafia family. She was acting so strangely. Why would she be in such a place? She was acting strange. 'Cause she's high. Didn't you... Were we not... She was there when they both said the drugs, right? When I saw Elena earlier, she was clearly acting strange. Is that because of the drugs? Okay, alright. Just gonna say, if she can't figure that out, even though, like, I mean, we figured it out, sure, but they basically said, oh, I think she's on drugs, so we should have known that, but okay. Alright, okay. I know, I'm stuck in the heroines are always kind of dumb as fuck, and, like, so when it's like, why is she acting weird? They told you she was on drugs. Why is she weird? Is she on is it the drugs? Like you said? Oh, okay. Alright, okay. Point. Alright. Look, it's just a trigger. Just an instant, like, oh my god. Okay, never mind. You were going there.
Yes, I'm sure of it.
Then, you're saying that Lee's been giving her drugs?
I think so. It's the only thing that makes sense. Using drugs on your own woman, that's bad taste. But I could see Lee doing it. Anyways, like I said earlier, don't just step out of line, okay? I mean it. This is a warning for you, and I'm saying it because I really like you. Not only does the Lao Shu accept Lee,
So does the word I can't pronounce. Mafia back home. Higher up branch.
he's tricky and brave. You don't know what he's gonna do. And if you do something foolish, you may cause Yang trouble too.
This is the precursor to all the shit that's gonna go down in the future, I'm just saying.
And if it gets to that, we won't sit still.
Faye said it so simply, yet there was no sign of childishness in his voice.
We're guarding you because Yang asked us. If not, I would have walked out on you a long time ago. I would rather not kill you. But I don't want to break my promise to Yang. If I have to choose one or the other, I choose Yang.
At the end of the day, they were members of the Lao Shu. This was the moment I truly realized that they weren't necessarily my allies. Leo would have had a very hard time if Dante told him to kill us, all I'm saying. Dante was like, I'm gonna need you to kill her. He'd been like, ah! It would have been a torturous decision if Yang is like, I need you to we're dead before he finishes his sentence. That's why Leo is better, okay? Look, I like the twins. Leo is still best boy. But both Faye and Lon are good to me, to a certain extent. I'm sure they could have let me fail. They could have let me fail, but they stopped me and even warned me. But I can't just leave Elena be, either. Even if there isn't anything I can do right now, someday I'll save her from Lee, from the drugs. I made a strong vow in that moment. Good, at least she's not like, I have to do something. She's like, someday I'll do something. You know, bide my time.
Hey, let's take a shortcut on the way home. This way.
Huh? A shortcut? Lon pointed toward a really dim and clearly unsafe-looking back alley. Okay, so you took me to see Lee, and now you're taking me through a back alley that you've warned me against. Are you sure you like me? Because I think you might be both trying to kill me right now. This seems sus. Like, what is happening?
Isn't that a back alley, Lon?
I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, all right. We're with Faye. I agree. Can we not go back through the main street?
It'll be all right. We're strong. Oh, of course you can't go through here if you're by yourself.
Lon said that as she boldly walked into the back alley. Lon is pretty stubborn. Let's go, Space. Be sure not to stray from us. Right. Why don't I go behind Lon and you go behind me and you keep me in the middle? I nodded awkwardly and followed Faye into the dark alley. Grips onto his jacket tightly, just so I don't lose you. I noticed Faye slowing and he motioned us to stop. Is that Yang? In the dark alley, there was a familiar silhouette. Beyond that was... It's like they walk in... This is why you don't go into dark alleys. You're gonna meet Yang. You're like, but... Okay, no, I get your point, but also I'm kind of already sleeping with him. Not, like, in that sense, but, you know. So, I'm just saying... A man bent over in tattered and dirty clothes. In his hand was something shining. It's all your fault!
All your fault!
The man pointed his knife at Yang. He was barely articulate, yelling at Yang. I'm barely articulate right now. His eyes were already out of focus. His body was swaying from left to right.
I could care less about right or wrong. Regardless, there are no drugs for you.
I don't know if I can do his voice right now anyway.
Ah! Give it to me!
The man swiftly charged at Yang like a beast.
I respect your courage.
As fluid as if he were dancing, Yang cut the man with the sword, carved like a claw. And we get another CG of him covered in blood. I mean, you know. It's a little awkward missing an eye. I know it's because it's supposed to be in shadow, but it just looks awkward. He's still goddamn glorious, though, even covered in blood and with a weird missing eye thing. They were just like, I can't cover shade it. Like, the man fell wordlessly and stopped moving. Blood poured out endlessly from his body. We get so many Yang CGs like right off the bat. Like, I'm just impressed. He was already dead. Yang could have driven the man away without taking his life. Girl, you know who you're talking about, right? The difference in their power was clear to me. But Yang mercilessly killed him. He's laughing after killing a person? Just really curious how this love thing is gonna work. Like, I love him as like, girl, he's a psychopath. Like, dude, he's not gonna go like all of a sudden soft and squishy. He's gonna be crazy. Like, but it's just funny how she's like, how could you yeah, no. I mean, I think if you were in this situation, you'd be like, you monster! I mean, I knew you were a monster, but like, you're still a monster. You have to know. To be like, I'm shocked at how monstrous you are, but also not shocked because I had to know this was going to happen at some point. You know what I mean? Like, I saw a glimpse of his cruelty and felt myself go pale. The fear felt almost choking. Yang must have noticed us. After he put his sword away, he immediately turned around.
Hey, Yang! We finished our errand! Do you want me to report on Lee now? Or later?
Later. Return quickly. For some reason, Yang seemed much colder toward Lon and Faye than usual. He's like, you let her see me kill someone. I'm trying to make a good impression. I couldn't say anything. Like, we don't know what a psychopath he is. Like, come on. Like, that's the only thing I can think. He's really cold to them because he's like, why did you bring her into the alley, man? Now she knows I'm like psycho and I kill people and I have fun doing it. Like, I don't want her to see me that way. Like, because if you think about it, Dante and Nicola were the same way. Like, Dante didn't want you to see him torture people. He's like, look, and you're like, I mean, you knew he tortured people, but you're like, okay, yeah, but he's such a fucking marshmallow in front of you. And like, Nicola is, put a gun to your head, but like, you know, whatever. But for the most part, he didn't want to actually, I mean, he did hurt people in front of you. If he had to do it, he had to do it, but like, he wasn't going to kill Roberto in front of you, right? He's like, I don't really want to shoot him in front of you, even though you know I do this shit and you've seen me do worse shit, but like, you know, he still like cared a little bit. And I feel like Yang should be the complete opposite. Like, I will purposely kill people in front of you. Look, look, look how cool I am. You know what I mean? But I get the feeling in this, he's just like, I just don't want her to see me kill people. Like, maybe that's the only consideration we're going to get from him. Just a tiny smidge. Just the tiny smidge of him being like a human. That's not completely insane, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I still love him anyway. Blood was splattered all over Yang's face, and I couldn't look at him. I just held my breath and trembled in fear. Yang spoke to me. If you hate blood, walk the main streets. Like, I chose this! Thanks a lot, Lon. Without stopping, Yang walked past me and out of the alley. Lon always just looks so happy. She's so fucking adorable. She's like, he just killed someone! That was cool! And Faye's like, again? Faye looks sped up, and Lon looks really fucking happy.
I didn't expect Yang to be so caring.
What?
That guy from earlier. If Yang had left him, he would have attacked someone else. So I'm sure Yang taunted him so he'd charge. Then he could kill him.
He could have gotten the others to do it, but Yang likes to take care of things himself.
He likes to kill people. Sure, you could say like, oh, he didn't want anyone else to get attacked, like an innocent person, so he killed the dude because he likes to take care of things himself. He doesn't want to rely on other people. No, he just wants to kill people. Even if his motivations for like, I'm going to kill this dude so he doesn't kill other people. He enjoyed killing that dude. So it's still a little weird, but sure.
He could have been bored too, knowing Yang.
Then does that mean Yang did it for the safety of the people in Veleno? But somehow, I don't believe that's all. Yeah, I want to keep the people in Veleno safe, but also I enjoy stabbing people, so cool. Like, despite what the twins said, I was skeptical. I just couldn't understand Yang.
We're good now. Let's go already.
Right. Before I left the back alley, I stopped. I looked back at the man drenched in blood and prayed that his soul would be saved.
Space, hurry up!
I'm sorry, I'm coming. I rushed to follow the twins who were going ahead of me.
It's been a while since we've seen Yang's...
Shangao attack? I have no idea how to say that, but anyway, whatever. Some kind of whatever. Look! You can't... Damn it, game! This game is like trying. It's like so hard. It's like, let's put it in Spanish, and let's put it in Latin, and let's put it in Italian. How about we put in some fucking Chinese? Seriously, could you just stick to English and Japanese? Because I might be able to fucking muddle my way through that shit. But then you have those other games who are like, here's some words, and you're like, I know that's in English, and I can read that word, but what the fuck does that even mean? Would you do look in a thesaurus for the most complicated words you could find? Makes me realize I don't know English. Look, I can barely fucking speak English, and I could probably muddle my way and mispronounce Japanese things, but do a halfway decent job. But fuck everything else, dude. Okay? God, playing this game makes me feel like an idiot. But like, dude, I don't know how to pronounce Chinese words. I don't know how to pronounce a lot of Italian. I don't speak those languages, so. I know I shouldn't feel stupid for not being able to do it, but I do. Anyway.
When I grow up, I'm gonna be like him and have 2 swords too.
Really? Could you handle it, Faye?
Of course I can. In 2 years, I'm gonna grow and get muscles too, so I'll be even stronger.
What's that? Whatever it was. Anyway.
It's Yang's weapon. You saw it earlier, right? It's different from a normal sword.
Yes, I've never seen a sword like that.
Not many people back home use them, but they're Yang's favorite. He looks good.
I mean, yeah, he does, but...
By the way... Mine's the Green Dragon Crescent Blade. Isn't that a nice name?
That is a pretty fancy-ass fucking sword. It's kind of cool. Green Dragon Crescent Blade?
Lon says the name's too long, so she usually calls it the Dragon Blade.
Because it's so much easier to say.
It's named that because there's a blue dragon on the blade.
Faye, why don't you show her your lancet?
Sure.
That thing, it looks like he's a fucking pirate on this fucking 7 seas. I mean, jeez it. They're like...
This is mine. The blade's wide and a little curved.
I remember the last time they saved me. They used their weapons easily. That blade is like... it's wider than his head. I mean, Jesus. Despite being so young, they must have experienced so many battles. And I mean... That's a huge... I mean... Faye, I think you're fine. You can swing that shit around. That thing's huge. I returned to the base with the twins. With nothing to do, I borrowed the kitchen so I could bake the bread I promised the twins for saving me the other day. Despite not being used to the kitchen, I was able to bake the bread in time for Yum Cha. I walked down the hall with it in hand. Oh my god, are we going to impress fucking Yang with our baking? It'll be amazing. Oh! That looks like a lot. Let me help you. Thank you. You're Orlok, right? He took the plate from me and nodded slightly. It's time for Yum Cha. Would you like to join us, Orlok? Is that why you have those treats? Yes, I asked Lon and Faye if I could use the kitchen. This is the point where you're like, by the way, all the shit that Yang said is bullshit. I'm not having sex with him. He just forced me to sleep in his room. Otherwise, I'm going to be molested by everybody here. So, like, it was the lesser of two evils. I just want to set the record straight, even though I'm in love with him. And I mean, I slept on the floor, even though I really just want to curl up in bed with him. But I'm just trying to play hard to get. That would be me anyway. No, she's better than us. He fell silent, thinking about something. I'm not going. I don't wish to get close to the people here. I see. Orlok looked at me timidly and muttered, looking troubled. You were such a good person. Why have you become Yang's woman? What? No! That's right. I forgot that's what the others know me as. I've seen it in the Bible, so I know. Love makes people mad. But even so... And then Orlok fell silent. I couldn't say anything in return. She's like, it's not what you think. I've been kidnapped. Well, I'm on my way out. The thing is like, normally I feel like in the real world scenario, she would be like, no, I'm really not. I'm being trapped against my will. He kidnapped me even when I'm not, and I don't want to be here. But, you know, at the same time, you don't know that you can trust Orlok. Let's just say she was 100%. I'm sure I can trust him because he's not one of the people here. You absolutely would tell him you've been kidnapped and you're forced here against your will and you were absolutely not his woman. You have never had sex with him. Hell no, we're better than that. But the point of this route is to fall in love with Yang. So, like, it makes sense that she doesn't. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Because, again, she would absolutely be saying that because she has no intention right now of falling in love with Yang. But it makes sense in the plot of the game of why she doesn't because, yeah, I can't explain because that might get me killed or whatever. And then, like, later, then she falls in love with him and it's like, well, it's a good thing I didn't tell Orlok we weren't lovers because then he would have had someone rescue me and then I wouldn't be in love with you. Woo! Dodge that bullet, you know what I mean? So, kind of makes sense in a weird way. Well, I'm on my way out. Orlok placed the treats on the table and immediately walked off. A second later, the twins bounded into the dining hall.
Hey, did you make this in the kitchen?
Oh, it smells good. I made some sfagliatella? Is that how we said it? Okay. Well, let's all eat it together.
Wow, yay!
Aren't you happy, Lon? I promised you, didn't I? And besides, you saved me today, too. So this is my way of paying you back.
Aw, you didn't have to. I should be the one thanking you.
I guess I'll have one, too. I can have one, right? Of course. It would make me happy if you liked it.
Today's Yum Cha is going to be even more special and wonderful than ever. I know. I have a good idea. It's Yum Cha. If you're dressed like that, it'll be boring. I'm going to lend you some cute clothes.
Oh my god, I want to see our outfit so bad. What?
I'm going to lend it to you.
Lon didn't let me say no, and she grabbed my hand and yanked me out of the hall. See you later.
Looky!
Is it Jungsum? Is that what they're called? Anyway.
You look so much better in this than your usual clothes.
I love those dresses. They're actually really pretty. Lon brought the dresses out from her room and laid a few designs out. Because they have, like, the collar like hers. Sometimes are they sleeveless? I don't know if there's different styles of the same type or if they're different names, you know, but...
Isn't it pretty? All of these were brought from home.
I see. She looked to be having so much fun, so I couldn't say no. But, like, they especially have, like, the collar like hers, and I love it.
I know. Next time I'll give you some snacks from the mainland, okay? When a ship comes, they bring so many things and I get so excited.
A ship from the mainland? Is there an import ship? As I was thinking that, I realized it was no time to be thinking about ships. You want me to wear this?
That's right.
I can't. I don't know how.
That's not true. Don't be a brat. If you fight me too much, I may end up killing you.
What? That's so aggressive. Fucking love it, though. But she wouldn't stop. Lon reached out towards me as if she was attacking me and took my clothes off. And Yang walks in and is like, okay.
Everyone! A beauty has entered the room!
Ah, so you were able to wear it, huh? But that was Lon's size. It's pretty tight on you.
Good, right? It's very provocative.
For some reason, the two were nodding at one another, but I felt quite differently. I was so embarrassed I started to tremble. The dress that Lon lent me was so short, the slits ran too high up, and I felt like my underwear was about to show. And the chest area was widely exposed, too. I can't wear this. I wanted to move, but just then the members of the Lao Shu entered.
Whoa, girly, that's some outfit. Oh, what a sight that is.
You should wear that every day from now on. Remember?
Yang was saying your outfits were boring.
I want to get out of here. I was on the verge of tears, but Lon put her hand on my shoulder and laughed.
Might as well. You should wear it all the time.
Too bad, huh? But if you don't listen to us, we'll kill you. So give up already, okay?
So I don't have the right to refuse. I love that. She's like, if you don't put this outfit on, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
And he's like, if you don't wear it all the time, we'll just kill you.
Alright. Yeah, sounds like... I guess this one is a good one. I want to see the fucking dress. I arranged the snacks on the table with trembling hands, then carried tea over to each person. I was so embarrassed, my face felt on fire.
Woohoo! Ah, so close to seeing it. Please, bend over just a little more.
Crouch down, girl. Learn how to crouch. The men around me were cheering me on. I'm so embarrassed. I'm gonna die.
I'm so embarrassed, I'm gonna die!
Both my face and my ears were hot, and I was too scared to move anymore. Just then, Yang,
it's too noisy in here.
He walks in with his eyes closed, and then he sees you and he's like, the fuck? I can't wait. Yang came in looking annoyed, but stopped. He looked slowly from my toes to my chest. That's exactly what we wanted for him to be like. Speechless. Suddenly, he was expressionless. Okay, that works. Huh? In the next second, Yang roughly grabbed my arm and stormed out of the dining hall. Things were moving quickly in a direction I hadn't anticipated. I need to see this dress, though. As soon as we entered the room, Yang yanked my arm and threw me onto the bed. Oh, hi. And as I fell onto the bed, he mounted me. Okay. I first was wondering if he was going to force us to change. Be like, you cannot be out there dressed like this. Or not. Okay. What are you doing? Stop! Trigger warning, I guess. I think it's happening. Oh, I seriously thought it was going to happen in the first fucking chapter. I was like, oh, Jesus. No, but I think we might have... All right, well... Look, this is no excuse. I could walk around naked. Obviously, you're going to look because I'm naked, but that doesn't give you the right to touch me. Just saying. And anyway, well, let's just enjoy this. Oh, God. Yang grabbed the collar of the Cheongsam... Cheongsam? I don't know how to say that exactly, and tore the cloth without mercy. Don't! I hid my suddenly exposed chest. He didn't look away, nor did he change his expression as he spoke in a low whisper. Who gave this to you? There was no warmth in his eyes, and I froze, unable to move. And that's when I'm actually wondering if he was like, how dare you wear this? Like, it's not cultural appropriation. Somebody gave it to me to wear. She told me I could. Oh, I have the right to use you. Don't think you can do anything you want. My mind couldn't follow what he meant by that. But there was one thing that I felt. Is he seriously angry? Usually he had a sinister smirk on his face, but I'd never seen him truly angry. His cold eyes weren't glaring, but rather quietly looking at me. That alone made me tremble, and I almost cried out of fear. Wait, let me explain. I tried my best to explain everything, but Yang wouldn't change his expression. He might kill me. I don't know why Yang was so mad. But in this situation, with my life at stake, I couldn't as much as ask him. It's really funny that he's really... Is he pissed about it, or is he pissed because he's aroused by it and doesn't want us to know? I don't know what's happening here. I didn't even want to wear it. They even threatened to kill me if I didn't wear it. I endured such embarrassment. They threatened to kill you if you didn't wear it. And Yang's gonna kill you because you're wearing. It was like a no-win situation. Tears streamed down my face. His anger was so unfair. There was nothing I could do. All this time, ever since I was brought here, I've been trying to stay sane. But I can't stand it anymore. Staying in a mafia base with its leader, I'd been enduring this suffocating life. But I had reached my limit. For a while, he stared down at me, crying. But eventually, he quietly got off of me. He left? But why? Yang didn't say anything. So I didn't know whether he'd forgiven me or not. Oh, what? Forgiven me for what? Oh, apology. Oh, okay, hold on. Tantrum is the one I knew we were going to get at some point.
Yang, I'm sorry. Those clothes were mine. I forced her to wear it, so she didn't do anything wrong. Yang!
Leave him alone, Lon. You can't do anything when he gets like that.
I need to apologize to her.
I mean, now isn't a good time. You can't reason with him. If we bother him, there's a chance that it'll anger him even more.
Yang was mad. I wouldn't be surprised if he killed her. Do you think she'll be okay?
I don't know. But if Yang wanted to kill her, he would have done it already.
Right.
He's so mad at us wearing it. Like, why? Anyway. Tantrum. Is he going to throw a tantrum? I kind of, for some reason, when I saw the tantrum thing, figured it was going to be like Elena throwing a tantrum. Oh, interesting. I figured, like, when I saw tantrum, it was after we saw, like, Elena. I was like, maybe she's going to throw a tantrum because she doesn't have the drugs, but... interesting. Something I owned, acted without my permission. Felt myself harboring anger that wouldn't simmer as I left the headquarters. Why do I have to do this? I hate unnecessary work. But rather than think about futile things, I'm going to do what I feel inside. In other words, act on my emotions. That's how I've been living my life all this time. It's the same this time around. I knew where I was heading. I don't know where you're heading. ... My clothes were ripped off, and Lon had taken the clothes I was wearing before. I had nothing to change into, so I decided to wrap myself in a blanket to hide my shaking body. Lon stole your clothes? Here, you take this dress, I'm stealing yours. Just as I had gathered myself and stopped crying, Yang returned to the room. Wear this. Yang threw something wrapped in white at me. Wait, wrapped what? Wrapped in white at me. Yeah, I don't know why my brain was like in white in me. Wait, what? At me. Well, I was confused. I opened the wrapping. Oh. Inside was a Cheongsum. Whatever. Can't pronounce the word. We're just going with it. Only accept what I give you. And besides, you look better in this. Without waiting for my reaction, he turned his back on me once again. After I thought about it, I unfolded the dress he left behind. Also, we're wearing something that was Lon's that was way too small and tight. You know. That's actually kind of cute. Like, it's just fucking weird. He's just angry. Like, how dare you change your outfit without my approval? Wait, what? And then he's like, I feel bad, so here's a nice new dress. I'm getting whiplash. I'm getting whiplash, but I love it so much. Why do I love it so much? I don't even... Oh, God. I mean, to be honest, this is very reminiscent. The throwing me down and ripping my clothes and then buying me new ones is very reminiscent of Nicola's tragic ending. Which is kind of hot, too, so... Don't ruin those dresses. They were beautiful. Can we see this one? Do we get a CG with us wearing one of these dresses? I need to see it. Anyway. It was a soft, milky cloth of silk thread with flowers intricately embroidered in gold. I can't read! Wow, I cannot speak today. It's longer. It's more modest and mature compared to what Lon lent me. I don't know what's on his mind. I can't read him at all. Hold on. We'll finish that. Oh! Oh! Hey, Gil! What's up, Gil? Due to the Lao Shu's drugs, there have been suspicious deaths in Creta one after another. Sounds to me like this is that caramella they've been selling to the public. It's not even sweet like candy. Right, the Lao Shu are supposedly calling it red peony. Anyway, this is a particularly powerful drug. Withdrawal symptoms are strong and it's easy to overdose. In other words, it's easier to die. Exactly. I'm certain that since they've lost customers, they aren't able to make ends meet in just Valeno. I looked the other way because I didn't care what he did in his territory, but now he's putting his hand on what's mine. Looks like we'll need to pay him a visit. Uh-oh. I was so confused, but I softly hugged the Cheongsam to my chest. Look, I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but look, if we're gonna have to keep saying these same fucking words. Chapter 4. Woo! Ups and downs. I like it when the titles are in English. I can read them. The day after Yang gifted me the Cheongsam, I don't know if that's... Look, okay, whatever. Inside. But... Hurry. I entered the dining hall in the Cheongsam as Yang ordered. I felt a breeze around my legs. The slit was higher than I anticipated, so my thighs were exposed with every step. It was so embarrassing. As soon as Lan saw me, her eyes twinkled and she yelled out,
Wow! So cute! You're so beautiful! You look so good, I'm surprised!
You look good. Lan's size was too small on you, especially around the chest.
What's that supposed to mean, Faye?
Just have hope for the future.
It means you're far more delicate than me. The other men didn't know how to react, watching Yang carefully. Seeing that he wasn't particularly upset, they all looked relieved and spoke up.
Missy, you sure look good in that. Good stuff. Try lifting your leg a little. Just like the...
Hey, that's vulgar! Cut it out, okay?
Ow! You don't have to get so mad. It's just friendly chatter. Friendly chatter. Lift your legs up, bend over a little. I want to see what you're hiding. Like,
Gross, you pervert.
did Yang give you that dress? Are you happy? Do you like it?
Well, personally, I feel shy about wearing it, but I think it's a very lovely dress. It's beautiful. I meant it. If I weren't the one wearing it, I would have said it from the beginning.
Yeah! Did you hear that, Yang?
Like he's just like, she likes the dress and it's nice. It's just him looking off. It's supposed to be like he's getting attitude-y, but you just can read. He's like, aw, look at you being soft on the inside. You're always gonna be crunchy on the outside. You're like fucking M&M. You're like just that crunchy coating and then like soft chocolatey center. Okay, I didn't know if it was going on. Yang completely ignored Lan's excitement. Oh no. Oh, it's Orlok. I heard a bird tapping on the window with its beak. Welcome back. I opened the window to let the carrier pigeon in. I took the note from its foot and read the message. Orlok sends messages with carrier pigeons. We love Orlok. He's a bird boy. Your Excellency. I sighed with relief, impressed by his decision. None of the Lao Shu believed in God, the heathens. His Excellency's decision is sound. I never questioned or felt resistance toward any order he's given me. But there is one thing. I'm worried to leave her in that place. Yang completely ignored Lan's excitement. Maybe it was because he'd just woken up, or that he was wholly uninterested. I'm sure it's a little bit of both. No, he just doesn't want to admit that he loves you. I changed my mind. This Cheongsam wasn't a good gift at all. During our meal, Yang had me on his lap, and occasionally put his hand through the slit to stroke my thigh. Well, that sounds like a great gift. I somehow finished my meal, and Yang let me off his lap. I sighed with relief. Yang, I need to talk to you about that ship. As soon as Yang heard that, he looked at me. Go back to the room. Yes, I will. Ever since I arrived here, Yang rarely sent me back to the room like this. But if I were to listen in on their conversation, I'd expose myself to greater danger. I didn't know what was going on, but I did as Yang instructed and left the dining hall. You're like, aye, Captain, I'm out.
Hey, wait, Space!
As I was walking down the hallway when Lon and Faye followed me.
I'm really sorry about what happened with the dress yesterday. I didn't mean to get you in trouble.
It's fine. I understand.
That's right. Yang's the one with the problem here.
I thought about Faye's comment. Hold on. We have to make save 4 here. Scroll down to where our other saves are. Here we go. We're not going to have room. We're going to have to make Orlock saves up above. Anyway. I was surprised to see Yang so angry. Was he that particular about my clothing? Interesting. I never imagined I'd see him that angry. I was so scared.
Yeah, he was so mad. It really surprised me too.
So, it's unusual for Yang to be mad like that?
Yeah, I mean, he gets mad all the time, but getting that mad is rare.
He was that mad because people were oogling me. That's what it is.
Yang usually doesn't hold his emotions back, so sometimes he, expresses in unexpected ways like that. Even though we've known him a long time, he's hard to read.
But I'm so glad that you were safe, Space.
Yeah, I was scared for you back then. I thought you'd be killed.
So I guess I really was in danger yesterday. Hearing them say that, I couldn't help but wonder how I was still alive. Maybe this is all him acting on a whim. This was the moment I truly realized that Yang had complete control over my fate.
Hey, Space?
I hadn't noticed that my thoughts had drifted. Lon called me back to the moment. What is it, Lon?
The sfogliatelle that you made yesterday?
Lon, that's wrong. It's... Oh, sfogliatella, what'd she say? Sfogliatella? Whatever, I don't even know. I can't look.
Sfogliatelle? I ate it while it was still warm. It was so delicious. So I wanted to thank you for it.
Really? I'm so glad. I couldn't help but smile, knowing she'd enjoyed it. Lon blushed and began to fidget.
So, if you don't mind, I'd love for you to make it again.
Sure. Ever since I arrived here, you two have been taking such good care of me. If you're okay with what I make, I'm happy to do it any time.
Oh, yay! Thank you!
If that's the case, I guess I can eat it again too. It's a waste if there's any left.
Lon smiled happily, and the standoffish Faye seemed happy as well. He's so cute. Doesn't want to admit that he loves it. Seeing them behave as children was cute, and I felt warmth spreading through my heart. But at the same time, I felt homesick. I wonder how everyone's doing at the church. I remembered how I used to make treats for the children at the church, so I started to feel a little lonely. No, you make them for Lon and Faye, it'll be fine. After parting ways with the twins, I returned to my room and opened the book I was reading. It's difficult, going about my day in a cheongsam. I have to be careful about the slit. And it seems very expensive, so I feel guilty wearing it on a daily basis. As such thoughts crossed my mind, I delved into the book world. Some time had passed since I had started to read. Yang suddenly barged into the room and threw what he had in hand toward me. Without thinking, I caught it. What is this? A boat arrived from the mainland last night. I got what I had ordered. I looked down at what I was holding. Oh my god. Oh my god. He is a fucking M&M. He's so crunchy on the outside, and he's in a soft chewy. He's not a marshmallow, because marshmallows are different. He is different. He is so much harder than he's like a stale marshmallow, if anything, because he is a little squishy on the inside, but it's so deep inside. It's like a jawbreaker. He's like, just don't try to bite into it, because it'll break your fucking jaw. But he's still sweet. There you go. That's like Oh my god, he got us a panda. What a fucking nerd. I love him. That fucking thing is adorable as shit, though. This is a stuffed panda toy. I stared at its innocent eyes in confusion. Come to think of it, I remember I had a conversation about pandas in front of Yang once. He said he was going to get you one, you know? Wait, did you get this for me? Beats me. I just felt like it.
So cute.
He imported this? Is he toying with me? Or is this his way of showing kindness? Could that be? I had no idea what Yang's intentions were. Was deeply confused. But the panda did nothing wrong, and it's adorable. It really fucking is. I'll take good care of it. Thank you. Yang's expression didn't change, and he left the room without saying anything. It's gotta be so hard being such a fucking, jawbreaker over there that you're like, whatever. Don't know expression change, and then inside you're like, oh, I'm so happy that you liked it. He doesn't know how to deal with his own sweetness. He thinks he's a rock. You're like, no, sweetie, you're just like a fucking hard candy. I will literally break a tooth if I bite into you, but you're so goddamn sweet. You are just literally a lump of hard as rock sugar. Like, a panda. It's so cute! I was alone in the room and locked eyes with the panda in my hands. It's so cute, it really is. It was so fluffy as I ran my fingers through it, I couldn't help but hug it. During dinner, one of the men timidly approached Yang. Yang, do you have a moment? What is it? So a Visconti soldier has arrived and is offering to sell us information. Oh, I'm sorry. This isn't something I needed to report to you about. I'll deal with it on my own. He's downstairs. Yes? Bring him here. What? What? Yang's going to meet him? But, it's clear that he's at the lower end of the chain. Do you still want to meet him? I figured you might ask Lee to take care of it instead. It's fine. I'm bored anyways. I'll deal with it. Then I'll return to my room. It's fine. Stay here. What? But... A man who'd betray his own won't be the type to have information worth hearing. It wouldn't be a problem if you listened. He wants to flaunt me. I felt awkward being present, but it wouldn't be wise to go against it and upset Yang. I silently stayed where I was. The leader's going to meet me himself? Hey, it's this guy! They all look the same. You know what I mean? Like, there's one default for all of them, but this is the guy that sold me to Roberto, this bastard. Assuming. The man seemed to be really surprised and looked at Yang with disbelief. Yang didn't seem to be bothered and asked his question in an indifferent tone. In an indifferent tone is really hard to say fast. What do you want in exchange for this? Money? And to guarantee my safety, the Visconti will never forgive a traitor. Very well. So long as this information is worth it. At Yang's prompting gaze, the man quivered as he started to speak. Gilbert's angry about the caramella being distributed around Creta. On the night of the next meeting, he plans to attack you on Via Pietro. Is that all you have to say? Huh? Yeah? Ridiculous. So bored I can't even yawn. What? All that was well within my expectations. I thought you'd have something more promising. What a waste of time. What? Wait! I even told you the street name! The man pushed on and Yang's eyes narrowed. That alone sent a chill through the air. Yang's like, yeah, but now you ruined the surprise, and it would have been a surprise and I would have had some fun. Now you ruined it! It's like so-and-so's getting you this for your birthday. God! Party pooper. It's Yang, you know we would. And that makes it boring. It's not even worth my time. Yang looked at the twins and pointed toward the man with his chin. Hey, do what you want with him.
Okay.
Gosh, you were the one who gave him the time of day. Take responsibility, Yang.
When the man saw the twins taking out their weapons, he turned pale.
But please, let me go! Even if this information wasn't good enough for you, it doesn't mean I caused the Lao Shu any problems either, right?
You wasted my precious time. Wasting the time of the Lao Shu's leader requires a fitting punishment. Wait, Yang, you don't have to kill him. He certainly hadn't committed a crime deserving of death. I couldn't help but stop him, but Yang glared at me with cold eyes. Girl, the more you open your mouth, he's gonna punish you later. I'm actually just very surprised that we haven't been physically assaulted. I really just expected that left and right in Yang's route. But he hasn't. I mean, he forced a kiss on us, but like, whatevs. I'm okay. Like, I'm just shocked is all. Fucking shocked. I expected him to be like, you bastard! And it's like, you're actually being kind of... I mean, you're a bastard, but you're kind of nice one. Confused. Yeah. Shut up.
Stop! Don't kill me! Ah!
How could he take a life so easily? I could still hear the man's scream ringing in my ears. This is the Mafia. I mean, even the table of food has splatters of blood, creating ominous designs on the cloth. What a waste of good food. Traitors will be exposed sooner or later. Redford isn't that easy. He'd have died anyways. And then it doesn't matter if we kill him now. I don't understand. He would buy me a dress and a panda and all the things I needed to live here. Despite his being part of the Mafia, I'd begun to see a nicer side to him, only to you. He doesn't want to have sex with that guy. I mean, Jesus. Well, I mean, as far as we know. How could his emotions fluctuate like this? He welcomed the man in, then killed him. He doesn't even think he did anything wrong.
We'll do the cleaning. Hey, lend me a hand. Yeah.
Appearing accustomed to it, the men gathered the man's ruthlessly murdered corpse and took it elsewhere. Yang didn't say anything more to me and walked out of the dining hall, looking bored. Lon and Faye wiped their weapons and put them away, then looked at me, frozen in place.
There's no point commenting on anything Yang does. Once he's made his decision, it won't change.
You're really lucky, you know that? You put it in, but you're not dead.
I guess you really are his favorite.
Discussion. Oh, interesting. Oh! Dante! And that night we were having a meeting in my office. It is true that she's in Yang's hands, but I couldn't discuss it further at our last meeting. That's to be expected. It wouldn't do to have the others realize how important she is. However, we need to have her back with us as soon as possible. The time for choosing our options was over. Even if we use some force and have to pay for it later, can't simply leave her with Yang. I fell silent. Nicholas sighed and gave a wry smile as though he had mixed feelings. I understand. I'll think of something. I do have one more thing to talk to you about. What? About the caramel that's been circulating Creta and Fulce. I think that's the alias of the red peony being distributed in Veleno. I want to stop it from spreading further in our district. No, in this town as a whole. I agree. We should contact Gilbert. We probably should. It'd be more effective than moving around on our own. Meanwhile, Gilbert moving around on his fucking own. ... I'm not his favorite. The reason why Yang hasn't killed me yet is because he's going to use me when the time is right. That's all. A few days later, I was reading a book when the door suddenly flew open. Look, there's the panda on the desk! That's so cute! I love how they put the panda there! I know we're kind of roughly at time, but we'll go a little bit longer just because.
Yang! I've come to report to you!
Wait, Yang's not here?
No, he's not back yet.
What? I told him not to go anywhere today!
He told us to hurry and investigate, so we worked so hard. Right, Lon?
Hey, Space, when Yang comes back, can you let us know right away?
That doesn't make sense, Lon. We're gonna go look for Yang right now.
Oh, there's no way for her to tell us, huh?
Exactly. Come on, let's go and find him. I'm sure Yang's somewhere around here.
You're right. No one saw him leave the place.
Try the roof. The twins leapt out just as they came in, leaving in search of Yang. I was left in the room for a while. I suddenly remembered something and closed the book I was reading. Roof. I was right. Yang was on the rooftop looking down at the city. What did I know this man. That's where we met him, right? Up on the roof. He didn't turn around, but I know he knew I was there. Yang, Lon and Faye were looking for you. It seems to be very urgent. I see. Yang responded but didn't move. I couldn't help but sigh. It would likely be faster for the twins to find him up there than for Yang to move himself. Come. Huh? Yang grabbed my wrist and pulled me in. Somehow we ended up lying down together. Oh, we get to see the dress! Sorta. Is he sleeping on the roof with us? Well, we can sorta see the dress. It's cute, though. Huh? What are you doing? Stay still. But I wish he'd just tell me why he's doing this. Ever since the incident with the Visconti, I felt a distance with Yang. Rather, I suppose you could say that I'd been avoiding him. It had been a while since I felt his body close to mine. Wait, is he going to sleep? Here? How uncomfortable. The afternoon sun was warm, but when the wind blew, it was a bit chilly. It really is autumn now. Such happy, lovey music in the background. Da, 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 da. Such happy music, it's cute. Don't move. Yang had suddenly pulled me in closer and whispered in my ear. I could feel his warmth in the chilly air. Wait, was he trying to warm up? Yang appeared to be sleepy and spoke even less than usual. When I was first brought here, it was nighttime. On a sunny afternoon like this, I could see the church in the distance. It's so cute. The warm sun felt nice, and eventually I began to feel sleepy as well. I'm going to leave it there. We fell asleep on the roof in Yang's arms. It's beautiful. He's a bastard, but he's a beautiful bastard, isn't he? I don't know. I fucking love him. Like, normally what we get is you get the Dantes where they're like, just whatever. But they're soft and squishy underneath, but they've got to have the hard exterior because they're in charge. You know, Hijikata, fucking Dante, fucking like the marshmallows, right? Or then you had like the fucking like, whatever, I'm just going to be a dick to you and say mean things. Yang is that, but he doesn't say mean things to you. He just is an asshole. It's not a front. He's not like, yeah, whatever. It's because you're stupid. You know, because he's trying to hide how much he loves you. He literally is just a fucking asshole. But then he does nice things because, like, deep down inside, he actually kind of likes you a little. Like, it's fucking... It's like, God, you're awful, but I love you. I love him. I don't know why I do, but I do. Again, if he were a character that I didn't, like, automatically when you see the game case or you, like, see the character sprites and you're like, yeah, I love him, he's gorgeous, I probably would have been like, okay, like, whatever, okay, he's fine, I guess. But, like, nah. That definitely does change how I feel about characters. If I'm not, like instant in love with them, like, I love them and them and them and them and that, they have to work really hard in their route to win me over. You know what I mean? But Yang was one of those, he is gorgeous, I love him, and so he's a bit of a dick, but I love it. You know, I like the assholes. And he keeps throwing me around, so, I mean, he just needs glasses, that's it. Anyway, we will continue waking up on the roof, in the next part, so see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up, and subscribe to see more.